Anthony was renowned throughout the kingdom, a knight admired for his bravery on distant battlefields and his open-hearted loyalty. Clad in gleaming armor, he stood as a fortress both to his friends and to himself, believing that his strength was inseparable from the iron plates that encased him. Yet beneath the bravado, there lingered a deeper truth. Anthony feared pain, loss, and ridicule. His courage on the battlefield was unquestioned, but in more personal matters, his armor proved an effective shield from the outside world. One crisp morning, a message arrived. A village in the Eastern Valley called for help. Anthony fastened his chest plate, strapped on every piece of his protective gear, and marched into the forest, the echo of his steps betraying the weight he bore. Hours passed. Anthony's journey brought him to a monstrous river, swollen with recent rains and wild with churning currents. No bridge spanned its breadth. He scanned the banks for another way, but the only route forward demanded that he face the river. Anthony stepped to the edge. He recalled tales of knights crossing raging waters, relying on the strength of their steel. Without allowing hesitation, he plunged into the river. Instantly, he felt the frigid water infiltrate the seams of his armor. The river was relentless, and the current pulled at him with invisible hands. The metal that had always protected him turned traitor, becoming impossibly heavy. Each stroke wasted against the force. Anthony sank deeper until panic gripped him, heavier than any armor. He realized with crushing clarity that survival demanded something he had always resisted, to relinquish his armor and expose himself to both the river and the unknown. Struggling, Anthony unfastened his chest plate and let it slip away. As piece after piece floated downstream, a sensation of lightness overwhelmed him. For the first time, he moved freely, arms slicing through the water. Breathless but determined, he fought the current, finally washing up on the far bank with only his tunic clinging to his skin. Lying on the grass, savoring the sunlight, Anthony understood he had surrendered nothing of himself by giving up the armor. He had gained everything. Strength, he realized, was not a product of his defenses, but came from the willingness to face uncertainty and pain without shielding himself. Anthony returned to the village not in shining steel, but in weathered cloth, greeted by astonished gazes. His tale, the choice to cast away his armor, spread among the people. They saw not a diminished knight, but a courageous man willing to face the world openly, to risk vulnerability for the sake of moving forward. From that day, Anthony no longer wore his armor as a badge of supremacy, but as a symbol of balance, a reminder that protection has its place, but can become a prison if never set aside. Every battle, negotiation, and friendship afterward bore the marks of a lesson he had learned in the river. True courage is the ability to stand exposed and unguarded yet persist. Thus, Anthony's legend did not grow because he was the strongest or most protected, but because he exemplified the paradox of the heart. Power uncovered through vulnerability, resilience born from the willingness to let go. Those who crossed paths with him learned, as he had, that the unguarded path often leads to the greatest victories.